Okay, I will try and make this fast. I was having a chat with a friend of mine about perimenopause and menopause and talking about all of the steps that I've taken to finally, at just recently turned 51, to feel actually like a decent human being again. So you might have heard me talk about this, NMN powder. This was what I started. This cleared my brain fog, and this gave me the mental inspiration / motivation to be able to figure out what the fuck was wrong with me back in 2022. I am now on the Age Mate Daily Longevity Blend, which includes this, but because I've already got this, I top up this because I can, and I'm an overachiever. So this has 18 longevity ingredients. I'm going to encourage you to Google Age Mate Daily Longevity Blend and see if it's right for you. This actually meant that I could stop buying individual lots of supplements like D, K, L-theanine, and some others. So go check it out because this could be what you're missing. Now, from a mood perspective, this Pure Myo-inositol powder. This brand is an Australian company. I like to support Australian companies where I can. This was the final piece of my puzzle. This stopped the rage. Now, if you're in peri/menopause, you will get the rage. The rage hits you like it'll be the smallest thing, and you are literally ready to tear the throat out of people. Like, the rage, it's reactive, it's uncontrollable, it's soul destroying. People tiptoe around you because they're scared that you're gonna throw hands at them or verbally just get stuck into them. I think a lot of Karens out there need this. So the Pure Myo-inositol powder, I got this from as a trial, as a tester, and I noticed about 4 weeks after taking it, I was not reactive. So it calmed the rage. It's probably my favorite thing about this. But I also noticed taking this that I started to feel happy again. So this is my morning routine. I add this to water and this and a scoop of this. Right. But that's not all, right? So I highly encourage anybody who is thinking that they're starting to get a little bit emotional, a little bit reactive. Like 35 is when you can start experiencing perimenopause sort of shifts in your hormones. To start having a look at these things, like especially if you're in your 40s, if you notice your memory is starting to fade. I had a lot of issues remembering words. I started what was supposed to be my dream job at the end of 2022 and fell apart. I was anxious, I was freezing, I felt so disassociated from myself. It was scary. It was scary. There were times in 2023 where I actually thought that if this is how I was going to feel for the rest of my life, let me off the train, sort of thing. But some other things that I also do, now the Myo-inositol, you need to take twice a day. Absolute freaking blessing. Pure Myo-inositol Australia is my brand. So I drink this every morning now. Other things though, gut health. Fix your gut health. I use a lot of Happy Mammoth products. Gut health is great. Make sure you've got a prebiotic and even a probiotic as well to support your gut health. Our gut does so much for our hormones and everything. Now, as we get older, as we become women, older women, 45, 50 and beyond, we also have a drop in testosterone. So it's not just progesterone and estrogen, it's also testosterone because yes, women need testosterone as well. We need to keep our bone strength and our heart health going. So doing heavy weight workouts, I have been told, and taking creatine is absolutely a brilliant step to take. Now, I'm still fighting with my gyno about getting testosterone because I feel so weak sometimes. Like, you know, I used to be able to dance for hours. Now, you know, I can dance for like 3 minutes and then I need a rest. So I went down the natural route, Shilajit. You can get it as a resin, you can get it as a gummy. So I take one of these gummies in the morning. When I run out of the gummies, I've got jars of resin. So I scoop some resin out, put it on a cracker, eat that. All right, so drink this. Now, there's a couple of other things that happen when we're going through the change of life. Was it whales and something else go through menopause? That is because we should be in a matriarchal society and passing down our wisdom to the generations. You should do some research around mitochondrial DNA. Fellas, you're not going to like it if you're one of those incel types. All right, another thing is Kirk's. So this is from the turmeric. It's curcumin, I think, or curcumin, or however you say it. I started taking this because I thought it would be good for energy, but it's actually also been proven in studies that it's good for DNA repair. So the end of your DNA strands, this stuff can help repair that. And something else that no one talks about is what happens to women and those with uteruses when we're going through all of this. Our hormones are an absolute shit mess, and libido. So we can get something called genital urinary syndrome, genital urinary syndrome, where all of your girly bits, all your internals and the externals become very fragile. You get something called vaginal dryness. Yay. So Hydra Hair. Now, they have the whole theory, use it or lose it, but you know, sometimes you just don't want to use it because it freaking hurts. So there are natural supplements. I am going to be asking my gyno, telling my gyno at my next appointment that I want testosterone. Get the blood flowing around there again, hopefully get some sensation back there. Yeah, it's that bad. But these things also help with getting yourself wet down there again. TMI, too bad. I'm here for the ladies, and I'm here for those men that actually also want to learn how to support their women. Oh my God, that sounds... The ladies in their life. Oh my God, I just went caveman for a second there. Sorry, I've been reading some interesting posts about men calling women their possessions online, and it's just in my head at the moment. It makes me angry, but not reactive angry, because I take this. So fellas, if you love the woman in your life, learn about this stuff as well. Be there, support her, encourage her. Now, I know that supplementing isn't, can always be seen as an expensive thing, but I haven't even talked about HRT as well. But ladies, use HRT as a preventative. Don't wait until your symptoms are so bad you want to throw yourself under a bus. And I was advised on the weekend, endocrinologist is the best person to go and talk to get who specializes in menopause, to get the most best detailed report on your hormone status. It shouldn't be, you have to figure it out yourself. We have to learn how to advocate for ourselves. I had to fight really, really hard. I had to go on an absolute journey, so I'm sharing this. Sorry, I've been sick all last week. I'm sharing this so you have this for your knowledge. So if you want me to link you up with any of the products, or you've got any questions, post them in the comments. But yeah, these three are my morning staples: gut health and probiotics for the system are a must-have. You fix your gut health, you change so much in your life. Creatine, Shilajit for strength, and Hydra Hair for some joy down there, self-lubricant, and Kirk's curcumin for DNA repair, plus my HRT, which is now being called MHT, menopause hormone replacement. So hormone therapy, menopause hormone therapy. And I found out on the weekend that somebody got tested for MS when it was really just their hormones changing. So ladies, we need to have so many more detailed conversations about this. But I've hit 10 minutes. If anyone watches this to the end, mwah, love you. Bye.